thank you very much for joining me in this tutorial. So in this one, we are going to talk about the YOLO V5 detection, which we have used, which we have implemented on this video, which you are seeing right now. Okay. And basically what the YOLO V5 in the backend is doing is it is detecting all the types of car objects present in the video for us, right? And also in the real time it is detecting the number of cars, right? As you can see on the window itself, we can see the number of cars which YOLO V5 is detecting. So now it is 8, then it is changing to 9, right? So at a particular point or at a particular time, whatever number of cars it detects in a frame, that's what it shows on the window, right? That too in real time. Now how all this is happening and how can you make an application like this, right? That's what we are going to talk about in this tutorial. And don't worry about the code, I will be sharing the code also in the description of this video in a form of a link. Okay, so let's dive into the tutorial right away and check out how this application has been created. So as you can see, what I did is I downloaded the YOLO V5 weights and relevant things on my device first. So there is a GitHub link which I will be providing to you guys, through which you can download this YOLO V5, complete folder you can download. Right. Now once you're done with downloading the models and all the types of weights of this YOLO V5, what you have to do, you have to create a Python file inside this folder. So I've created a file named car underscore detection.py. Okay, and the video on which we have implemented the code present in this file is present in the same folder, right, where we have all the models and the data of YOLO V5 stored. Now let's come on the code and see what all things have we defined here and how are we able to get this beautiful output. Okay, so here is the code. The first library that we have imported is Torch. Okay, Torch is something which we use when it comes to YOLO V5. So basically, if you're dealing with model YOLO V5 models and you have to implement them or you have to use them on a particular video or any type of image or anything that you have, right, in which you would like to do object detection. So Torch is the library which helps us in implementing or using YOLO V5. Okay, now after that we have used this CV2. CV2 is nothing but OpenCV model which is used for accessing the webcam, okay, of the device. Now, if you see this line of code, we are loading this model, right? The name of which is Ultralytics, okay? And we are using Torch for loading this model. After that, we have defined the mod videos path on which, in which we want to, identify or detect the car objects. So because the video is in the same folder, right, in which we have the Python file, that's the reason I've simply given the video name. It's an MP4 file. That's the reason we have used .mp4 as an extension. Then this line is for capturing the video and showing it to the user in a window. Okay, so CV2 is going to capture the video and it will help us in showing it in a window kind of a structure to the user. After that, CV2.video writer, whatever output we will generate on CV2's window, I mean to say this output, it should get saved in this file named output.avi. Okay, and this should be the frame rate and this should be the dimension of the video. So as you can see in this output.avi, right, we will get the output, the result which this whole code is going to create for us. So after this, after I'm done with explaining you the whole code, I'm going to open this output.avi also to show you the exact output that we are seeing over here, in this small window. Now comes the while loop. So now this loop will check if the video is on or not. By this I mean to say that sometimes it happens that your device's camera is not working fine, or it is not able to understand the code, or maybe the code is not able to reach to the camera and the camera doesn't captures anything. So basically what is happening here, we are checking with the help of this variable whether we have something in it or not. Okay, we are reading the things which the camera is capturing, and then we are checking whether we have something in this, in these frames, that the camera is capturing for us or not. If there is nothing in the frames, we are going to break this loop. Okay, we are simply telling the interpreter to come out of the loop. However, if there is something, then these lines will be executed by the interpreter. Results equal to model frame. So model, as you know, we have defined on the top, through which we will be using, we'll be implementing this YOLO V5 on these frames which the camera is going to capture, right? Then we have defined a variable, a counter variable named car count. So the count that you're seeing right now over here, cars detected is equal to 6, then it has become 7 now. Okay, so this is what is coming from this counter variable. Okay, for result in results dot xyxy. So if you have done detection, object detection through YOLO V5, you must be knowing that we consider 4 points, 2 points, sorry, one having coordinates x1, y1, and the other having coordinates x2, y2, so that we can calculate the dimension, or you can say the length of the object, based on which we can see whether what type of object it is. Okay, or and we can draw the contour also around the object. The contours, with contours I mean to say these boxes that you're seeing over here, right? These rectangular, these square boxes, how are we able to get them? What is the code which is giving us these rectangular, these square box? It's this, right? So what we are doing, we are creating the boxes through this. Okay, and then we are checking here whether it's a car or not. Okay, so if it is a car, okay, if the model, if the object is a car, so what is going to happen, the car count will increase by 1. Every time a car gets detected, the car count will get increased by 1. Then we are also putting a label on this box. Okay, so the labels which you're seeing on the top of this blue boxes, car 0.69, 0.75, these are accuracies basically, which is coming from here. Okay, and then we have this rectangular frame. So this is the code which is actually helping us in drawing that rectangle thing. Fine, then we have this code. Okay, so this is what is putting the label on those rectangular boxes, put text. Okay, so this text which you're seeing on the top over here on each of these rectangular boxes is coming from this code. This is the one which is actually putting the code on the frames. Okay, then comes the cars detected. So the this text which you're seeing in the bottom is coming from this code. Fine. So basically, we are fetching the car count number from here, and then we are simply passing it to this text. And this is how, this is basically the configuration of the styling of the text, you can say, right? This is how we have, this is the way we have styled the text. These are the things we have used for styling the text that you're seeing on it in the bottom of the frame or in the bottom of the window right now. Okay, and then we have out dot write. So this is a function with the help of which we are writing the text on each of the frame. Okay, sorry, we are saving the output frame. Fine. And then we are showing the detection to the user using this IM show. So basically it's a function which is present in this OpenCV library, which helps us in showing this window to the user. Okay. And then this is what we have defined for closing the window. So if I will press Q, automatically the window will get closed like this. Let me do it. So the window has gone away and all these things have got destroyed. So this is the whole program. I hope you have understood it. If you haven't, please again check the whole description which I've given verbally in this video so that you can understand each and every line of code. Let me know your feedback in the comment section. Don't worry about the code. It is there, in the form of a link in the description section below. You guys can use it if you want to set it up on your respective device. That's it from my side in this lecture. Bye bye, take care, and have a great day ahead, guys.